Good evening. I'm Gary Franchi, Chief White House Correspondent for the Next News Network, bringing you everything that came out of the White House over the past 24 hours, streaming with our partners at Trump Daily Post. President Trump signed 2 executive orders this week that go straight at birth tourism and the citizenship-for-hire racket built around it. Then he walked into the State Department and announced over $2 billion to rebuild American mining. Purple Heart Day honors, a polysilicon tariff move, and a full lid at Bedminster. So here's the day, hour by hour. So according to the weekly guidance, the President's Day, it opened with executive time and 2 closed press policy meetings, then the 3 o'clock mining roundtable at the State Department, and then wheels up to New Jersey. And from this morning's pool report, the pool clocked no Marine sentry outside the West Wing door at 9:54 a.m., the tell that the President was still working out of the residence. At 10:15, National Economic Council Director Kevin Hassett stepped onto the driveway for 6 minutes, brushed off the job numbers, everything's fine, he told reporters, and he didn't even blink doing it. The press office called a lunch lid at 12:04, and the sentry reappeared at the north entrance between 11 and 11:30. The president had crossed over into the West Wing at that time. By early afternoon, Politico's Cheyenne, Haslett, and the out-of-town pool were staged at the stakeout location loading vans. The motorcade rolled out at 2:56 p.m. It pulled into the State Department at 3:01. Minutes later, President Trump entered the Benjamin Franklin State Dining Room behind Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick, Secretary of State Marco Rubio, and Interior Secretary Doug Burgum. 15 seats at the long table, mining school deans, industry chiefs, and a room packed 13 rows deep with press. He started talking just after 3. The mining schools had asked for $10 million a year. President Trump gave them $100 million plus $81 million in grants to the Colorado School of Mines, the South Dakota School of Mines, and Johns Hopkins. New mines are opening at the fastest clip since the 1950s, and he credited Jared Agan of the National Energy Dominance Council. And he told Rubio the State Department decor was so good he might take a few pieces back to the White House. That roundtable wrapped up about 3:43 to applause. Pratt Rogers from the University of Utah's Mining Engineering Department thanked the president in his own Truth Social style. MP Materials CEO Jim Litinsky, Robert Friedland, Tom Albanese, and others also sat in. The motorcade rolled out for Joint Base Andrews at 3:49, with the White House switching the New Jersey landing from Morristown to Newark, likely due to throw off any new assassination attempts. Arrival at Andrews, 4:15, the president boarded immediately. Air Force One touched down at 5:04 after a 40-minute hop. He waved off, shouted questions, smiled, and the motorcade rolled to Bedminster at 5:16 under thunderstorm skies. Heavy rain hit 30 minutes in and then cleared. Arrival at 5:56, and that's when the lid was called. Now, the policy. The White House released the numbers behind that roundtable, over $2 billion in new mining projects. The Department of War is putting $1.4 billion into Cilia Nanotechnologies, $400 million into Sunrise Energy Metals, $150 million into Niron Magnetics, and $85 million into Standard Bauxite. Export-import bank money into 5E Advanced Materials, Westwater, and Global Advanced Materials. Energy funding, 14 mining schools, and that's supply chain independence bought with real dollars. The Office of Communications pushed, in case you missed a statement from President Trump directing readers to the full remarks, over on Truth Social, and there were 2 executive orders defending what American citizenship actually means. Billions committed to digging critical minerals out of American ground, and gratitude for every Purple Heart recipient in this country. And that's just one Friday. And that is your White House Rundown for Friday.